Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Nice?
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Cuts it upfield. It's Bishop. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Taylor wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. They got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Might as well give it to him again. Breaks it, just plowing ahead. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Bishop. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. Going to the run, it's Bishop.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And the Vols will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Taylor wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Throwing, Sellers. Buying time to his right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, 3rd down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick give. It's Davidson. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Here's a give to Gibson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback keep. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw it. Turns it upfield. Plows through the defense. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams...
It's a running room, and he scores! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sellers. Under pressure. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Looking for the marker. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Gibson. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Davidson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He'll pull it on the read. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done. And he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. Right side, it's Powell. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to go up top on second down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Sellers to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Throwing Sellers. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. Has to throw it away on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with a look in on Purdue. taking on the number 3 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And it's the Boilermakers, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback changing the play. Sellers from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Burrows. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Handoff for Jarrett. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third and long right here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Sellers from the gun on third down. Left side, it's Davidson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clemson jumps to the line.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. A nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Sellers. They're all over him. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Plows his way ahead. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. In the red area, it's Davidson. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Sellers on the play action. Fires to the middle. Grabs it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
And they started with their offense. They put them in a bind, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And they did tack on the extra point. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The quarterback sneak. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll run with Gibson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. That is his third score of the game, and now 14 on the season. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner... No daylight. He goes down. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Keeps it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Tennessee, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll run it on the counter, and they swarm him under.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers finds his tight end. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. They'll go with Gibson. Got room at the 35. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to go deep. Got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. They'll grab the squib kick, and the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Here's Sellers to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it...
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball in there.
Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll ride the hot hand. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Taylor wants to throw. Flush to the left. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Gibson one more time. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't.
A lot of room to the right. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he puts through the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Finds a crease. It's Bishop. Sweet cut there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
And listen, the defense play.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incomplete.